What's good everyone, it's your boy Yadig, 4 Eyes, 2Gs here, and today we're here to talk about Migos, Lil Baby, and Quality Control. Now, as we know, over the past few months or so, there's been kind of speculation about a beef and an issue between particularly Lil Baby and the Migos, and there's been instances where people have alleged that Lil Baby has beaten up a couple members of the Migos. However, I don't think we've seen people kind of tie everything together, so in this video I wanted to discuss this response, which I think didn't get enough publicity, also discuss the contractual issues and the lawsuits that's going on with the Migos, as well as Lil Baby's alleged jumping of the Migos. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I got the city in a chokehold, leveled up just like I'm Goku. I be moving like a mogul, taking trips, I'm never local. Make your BM give me vocal, then I probably won't approach you. Dead the car, girl, I don't know you. I'm a savage, thought I told you. Can't say much, I'm anti-social, so I probably never troll you. I be dripping with the sauce to tell the truth.
And first of all, guys, if you guys don't follow your boy on IG, man, do not sleep. At your dig, go support the new post. You guys know what to do, but let's get to it. Okay, just firstly, for some context, I've discussed this quite a few times on the channel before, but it must be known that Migos are currently suing Quality Control for excessive fees and conflict of interest, where apparently Granderson was a lawyer working with both the Quality Control and the Migos and was actively colluding with Quality Control to give Migos bad splits, bad figures, and bad deals, which apparently, as it says here, quote, the hip-hop trio says it was cheated out of millions of dollars through excessive commissions and bad deals. Now, although this came out only in July, it's obvious that this has been going on for a while now, and behind the scenes this lawsuit would have been going on. So that's kind of like the caveat and the context behind all of this right here, so that's important to keep in mind. Now let's move forward to Baby and the Migos. So as it says right here, it came out a few months ago that apparently Offset did get jumped by Lil Baby. You hear about Offset and 4PF, which is Baby's crew. It's true, he out here trying to pay his way into apology just so no one would be coming for him anymore for some shit he did a couple months back. They left that man out here sad. And also, in addition to this, it came up apparently that he also caught and beat down Takeoff, catching him for suing Quality Control and Pierre P. Thomas. Now remember, this goes back to this right here, which kind of links it all together, but more on that in a second. So as it says right here, Migos member Takeoff jumped by Baby for suing managers. Also, it's important to say that in this article it says, quote, according to MTO News Insider, the Migos are jealous of Lil Baby's rise and the amount of money he's making. Now, as we know, Lil Baby has had a huge colossal rise over the past year or so, and whereas Migos are kind of not hot as they once were, let's be honest, they've put out a few recent singles and they're not exactly doing Bad and Bougie t-shirt motorsport numbers. Baby, on the other hand, is putting out non-stop hits and is clearly the hottest artist over at QC, which even if the whole lawsuit contract situation wasn't happening, this leads to hurt egos. We all know rappers have huge inflated egos, so with Baby getting so hot, while the Migos aren't exactly doing as good as him, that would probably hurt their egos a little bit and would lead to some form of jealousy. Then when you tie in this whole lawsuit situation, as I said right here, Baby was apparently feeling some type of way and feeling disrespected, so he decided to take action. Now we get into this situation right here. Now I'm just going to let this video play. Again, this was from last month, but I think it just ties everything together, so I'm going to let it play and I want you guys to watch. Obviously it goes without saying, pay attention to their facial expressions, their body language, and just the response in general, but you guys will see what I mean.
Lil Baby dropped a great record last week. I was proud of him. I thought it was an awesome topical record. Have you been impressed and proud of his moves? He's been doing his thing, man. He's become the guy.
For sure.
Did you hear the record I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was just topical, man.
And as the saying goes, sometimes no response is a response. And as you can see right there, even if they didn't say it, clearly there are some unaddressed issues between Baby and the Migos as of right now. And with all this going public, as I said, the lawsuit situation just went public halfway through July. Who knows what the state of this situation is right now. We also crucially saw Lil Yachty have this to say on the state of Quality Control. Again, pay attention to his facial expression and his body language.
I think it'll always be a family, but it's not, it's not like how it used to be, you know? It's like, so it's just like doing his thing, you know? So we
Oh man, Yachty just gave more by his body language than answer.
I thought that was super telling and is pretty evident of the whole state of QC right now. Then on top of that, we saw Cardi B, who obviously is Offset's partner right now, and crucially, if you guys didn't know, was at one stage signed with QC management, revealed that she currently has no management, aka she has removed the Quality Control Association, saying this: I don't have no managers, none at all. And if you guys don't know, this is basically the industry way, the polite way, the publicist I'm too big to really start a beef way of saying, look, I don't fuck with QC right now. Clearly there's some shady shit going on and I'm siding with my partner. I'm distancing myself from them. So yeah, I know there was a lot to take in. Hopefully you guys kind of understood the way I all pieced it together, but I think this is such a tragic situation. And before we move on, a shameless plug for my merch. If you guys haven't copped it and you want to, make sure to. I've restocked all of these. We've got the Cardi, the You Dig, we've got the other Cardis, and we also got the Rodeo and the Eternal Take merch. Make sure to cop it. Link in the description, youdig.bigcartel if you want to. I'm still shipping internationally right now. Check it out if you like. Obviously, QC are a powerhouse of this generation. To have Migos, Baby, Yachty, City Girls, etc., all on one label, who have had some of the biggest hits and put out some of the biggest projects over the past few years, was nothing short of domination. And even outside of that, the way we saw them kind of move as a unit, constantly collab with all these collab projects and collab songs, whether it be the actual projects or on the individual projects, it was just a really good sight to see, and it gave that feeling of just this one unit in unison. But now evidently shit has gone awry and shit is just not the same. However, there are a couple things I'm hoping for this situation. One, no more street shit. Obviously, look at me, I'm white, I wouldn't know anything about street shit. I'm not proclaiming that I do, but I do know that I can hope that nobody gets hurt, there are no shootings, there are no more beefs, no more altercations, physically at least, between any parties involved in this situation. On top of that, I hope we get like some form of a public statement from Quality Control, from Migos, from Baby, from basically everybody involved, basically just kind of like putting it all out there, saying this is what's going on, this is how we remedy this situation. Because I think seeing the Migos go through this, especially with how big the Migos are, could help a lot of smaller artists avoid this in the future. If Migos come out and say, hey, this is what you need to look for in the contract, this is how we got screwed over, I know that would help so many other people, not just in music, but in business as well. But yeah, that's really crazy to think about. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. As I said, this is just a tragic situation and hopefully it gets sorted out behind the scenes amicably and nobody else gets hurt. Also guys, I just want to give a couple quick shout outs from the Instagram before we finish this video. As I said, at YouDig, if you don't follow your boy, big shout outs goes to Kieran Collins and also Tokyo Trap Star for following me over on my IG. Much appreciated, you too. If you guys don't follow your boy at YouDig, as I said, make sure to. Also like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, all that good YouTube stuff, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.